So you've got your PC laptop, you are traveling, and you get an audition call, or you find an audition online and you get sent sides, and you need to get that audition out as soon as possible. One of the things that you can do is you can carry a backdrop in your suitcase and have that available to you. Put it up behind you, get a couple of flashlights or even a window and some LED daylight balance lights, and you can shoot a video. This isn't about video quality because I am in my basement, and I am actually just going to give you a tutorial on how to record with Windows Media, the Windows Movie Maker, on a PC, which is free. These are all free tools that you can use to record and compress video. Now I have a light set up over here, and I'm going to talk for a moment just so that I have a little bit of video to work with. And I have my cell phone over here with the flashlight turned on. I have a backdrop behind me, and I am using my PC laptop with the webcam to record. Now if this were an audition, I'm framed up okay. I would have a reader over here. I might put the laptop up a little higher because this is not the best angle. But this is more about getting it recorded and then getting it compressed than having high quality audio and video for your audition. Although if you are on the road and this is the only alternative you have, or if this is all you've got, this will work for you. It's not the best quality, but it is going to pass. So I think we've got enough. We've got about 1 minute and 13 seconds of video, so I'm going to go ahead and stop that. And we'll just save this to the desktop as the capture file name right now. And we're going to go ahead and do just a little edit. Let's say that this beginning here is something you don't want. So what you're going to do then is get to the point where you want to start your video. Go over here to Edit, hit Split, select that piece of video. As you see, it's got a border that goes around it. Right-click on it, and then come over here and hit Remove. Now that's gone. Now let's say that you want to change the end of your file just a little bit as well. So let's end it. Let's end it about right there. Why not? Split, select, right-click, remove. It's gone. So let's say this is your file. This is what you're going to send as your audition. As you can see, it's going to be a WMV file, which a lot of the agents and casting directors do not like to work with because it doesn't play well with a lot of the products that are out there, you know, phones and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and kick this out. We're going to save the movie for computer, and it's going to save it at 854 by 480 pixels at 5.69 megabits per second for an estimated file size of almost 41 megabytes for a minute of video. So we're going to hit that. We're going to change it. Now, if you got an audition and you're going to send in the file, you definitely want to change the file name to your name, the character, and your agency. Or if you're unrepresented and you're doing this to send off to someone who you're auditioning for, then just put your name, character, and that's all you need. And then I'm going to hit save, and it's going to kick out the file. It'll take just a moment for it to do so. And while that's kicking out, I'm going to go ahead and minimize. Oh, I guess it's not going to let me do that. So we're going to go to any video converter, which is what you're going to use next to get this converted to an MP4 file. And this is the interface for any video converter. You are going to convert this to a customized MP4. I've already got all the settings in here, and I'll walk through that with you here in just a minute. Let's take a look and see where that is. Okay, so that's finished. So we're going to go ahead and open up the folder, which is the desktop. I'm going to drag that over here, and I'm going to close Windows Movie Maker. And here we are, the your name, character, agency, etc. And we're going to go ahead and open up any video converter. And we're going to slide that over here. And we're going to grab this video file and drag it over here and drop it in. Okay, so it's up here now, ready to convert. You can preview it right here if you'd like. You can drag that over and make that a little larger. So there's your preview. So now we've got this video dropped into here, ready to go. Now the settings for this are pretty simple. Over here on the right, you've got sort of a little tray that has settings. Your basic settings are going to be the file name, which it's going to use the file name that you actually gave it when you saved it out of Windows Movie Maker. Where it's going to go, and you're going to start it at the beginning, you're going to end it where it ends. This is the first thing you'll end up changing, is you have an original size, and then you can go to a custom size. I have 640 by 360 put in there. You can put your custom size in right here, and that's what I've done. So it's saved that for me. So let's do it again. 640 by 3. Let's just go down here and get it. 640. Daggone it. 640 by 360. We want to have a high quality file, and then your video options basically are you're going to change the video bit rate. Your video codec should be X264. Your bit rate should be 512 when you've got a 360 or 640 by 360 file. The 512 is actually the lowest bit rate you'll want to use to still maintain good quality. Now, if you have an agency that allows you to upload files to their server, some agencies have a file size limit. If you're using Actors Access, you can use a higher bit rate. You can use a higher quality, a higher size video. However, if you're in a hotel and they have Wi-Fi and they've got a ton of people, or you're in a room that's doesn't have very good Wi-Fi reception, you still want to make your files as small as possible. There are a lot of reasons to do that. One of them being you want to get this done and gone. Also, if the person on the receiving end is receiving it on a cell phone or an iPad and is taking it part of their data plan or whatnot, you still want to be courteous and give them the smallest file size possible. So we have the video aspect. 16:9 is exactly what it started like. We've got all these things set up in here. Your audio options, your audio bitrate 128 is great. These are all fine. So now we're ready to go. And all we've got to do at this point in time that we've got everything in here is hit Convert Now. And what it'll do is it'll walk through and it'll actually convert this to an MP4 file. Once it's been converted to an MP4 file, you'll have basically the same quality you had with a WMV file, but instead of it being 4142 megabytes, you'll see it's going to be much smaller and much more friendly and conducive to getting it to whoever you need to get it to. If you are, again, doing this on Actors Access and you have the ability in a high-speed network, it'll work out great. So here we are. Here's the 264 file, and it converted it to the MPEG-4, and as you can see, it's 3.86 megs. It's under 4 megs. So we are 10% the size that it started out with in Windows Movie Maker. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on that so we can check it. It will fire up Windows Media Player, and there is the video that you can send off to casting director, or even at this size, it's a little over a minute, but it's still small enough to send via email and attach it as an attachment to your email folder. So I hope this helps. I hope this has taught you a little bit of something, and these are free tools that you can just download. Any video converter you can download online. Just type in a search for any video converter, and hopefully that will serve you well.